What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is not live. If CJ is in the chat wondering if this is live, are you live? I am not live. This is all pre recorded earlier in the day because I have a few things I have to do tonight. But I'm here because I got a package from my shop, Retro Rocket Comics. Check them out. Link is down below. Go check out their website. Go check out. Them on IG. Go check them out in person if you're in Cambridge, Ontario. All of their information is down below. Great shop. I use them all the freaking time. I'll be showing comics from them. But I do want to talk a little bit before I get into showing some comics because I got a big announcement. And that is the show that kind of like put me on the map, um, got me to talk to so many great people in this community, got me connected with them, got to know them a little bit more, made friendships because of it. That show is coming back. It's coming back, but there's a catch. There's a catch. There's always a catch. Damn catches always coming out and screwing things up. Chatting with the comic community is coming back, but it is only coming back until episode 100. And then I'm closing the door on chatting with the comic community. You're probably asking yourself, why are you bringing it back? Is it just to hit 100? Yes and no. Hitting 100 is definitely a goal of mine. I want to hit that special 100 because I've been blessed to talk to over 100 people in this community because I've talked to more people than just on chatting with the comic community. I've interviewed people over on Between the Lines, and also on various different channels. So I've met more and talked to more people in this community than I ever thought I would be able to. And I'm so thankful for that because that's the whole point of how I wanted to grow this channel, or the whole reason I started this channel, to be honest, was to get more closer to these people in this community, to grow and get connections with these people, to talk to about things that we love, like movies, TV shows, comics, everything pop culture, and I've grown so much just because of knowing a lot of the people out here in this community and chatting with the comic community started thanks to Bobby Delgado, who is the only live of chatting with the comic community. The very first episode of chatting with the comic community, before it was even named chatting with the comic community, it was live with Bobby Delgado because I got to know Bobby beforehand, before I was even doing YouTube and that in an Instagram chat. And I was like, dude, you're interesting. Like, I want to know a lot more about you. So I got to sit down with him, got to talk with him, and get to know him. And I liked it so much, I started doing it as a regular show, an ongoing series, if you will. So I would talk to people throughout the comic community, and that an hour long. And I'm not an interviewer. Like, I was never really that good at interviewing, but I learned. I definitely learned. I grew just because I wanted to know more about these people. So I got that mentality of an interviewer. Um, some of them might be great. Some of them might not be that great of episodes and stuff. You guys might go back and look at them and be like, well, he's not that great of an interviewer. You are correct. I'm not. But I had passion for it and wanted to talk to these people. So before I took a break, as if you were new to the channel, I took a little hiatus like a year and a half ago. But before I did, I had people lined up and thumbnails, as you can see here. People lined up like Carrie, like Biggie Shack, like Gary B, like DJ Links. All of these thumbnails have been done for a year and a half, thanks to the lovely Maria, who did all of the thumbnails since the very beginning of chatting with the comic community. So shout out to her. Thank you so much. Your thumbnails are not going to waste. I'm going to be using them. So I had these scheduled and planned. I had all these people. That's what I do. I plan ahead of time and I get all these people set up. But then some stuff happened, and I needed to take a step back. I needed to do my own thing, and that there was some stuff happening in the real world, not on the internet and stuff. So I had to take a step back and deal with it. Now, as you can see, I'm in a new place and a better place. So initially, I was kind of thinking of not bringing back chatting with the comic community, but again, Bobby Delegato. Had a backstage conversation with him, and he kind of talked me into it. Because you know what? I did promise him that we'd do episode 100, and he would be the guest, the only live guest again on episode 100. And I also had all of these other people that I promised to do sit downs with, and had these thumbnails already made, and that. So I couldn't just be like, you know what? I can't just not. It was always in the back of my head that it was there. And I think it would have been gnawing at the back of my head forever, for years to come. Like 20 years later, I'll be sitting down and be like, damn, I wish I would have went back and did that. I wish I would have sat down and finished it and got honored those guests that I've hit up and asked them to come on the show and interview them, because I did set that up. I want to be I don't want to be the guy that sets something up and just doesn't follow through. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's going to be episode 100. I've been reaching out to the people that I've already set up. Who knows if most or all of them will, but I can guarantee you the first four that I just said, Carrie, Biggie, Gary B, DJ Lynx, they are all in, especially, and some guests that are coming down the line. Um, and I'm getting to that episode 100. And guys, thumbnail for episode 100 has also been done for over a year and a half. Check it out. Look at that. Bobby Delegato. Episode 1 and episode 100. I know that's cheating. I know that you guys are going to be like, well, that's not technically a 100th guest. You know what? It's been years since I've done that. It was my very first episode. So it'd be cool to go back and just embrace that very first episode with Bobby Delegato and see what's changed after all of these years. See how his collections changed, how his collecting has changed, what he's up to now. Like, go back and watch that episode if you like. It's really choppy, but you got to start somewhere, and it was a lot of fun for me to do. So whether I was good at it or not, I still got to talk to a lot of great people. I got to have a lot of fun on the way by doing it. So I'm super happy that I done it. But I don't know. Like I feel like I just kind of grew away from that. So I just stopped doing it. But like I said, 100th episode is happening. I'm super excited. I'm getting myself pumped up for it because I want to be excited when I talk to these people individually and have a conversation with them, get to know them a little bit more. I want to be attentive. I want to be I just want to be listening and that and have a great time with these people. This is not really an interview. It's more of a conversation. I get to know you, how your collecting is, or who you are as a person, what other like nerdy stuff that you collect, or nerdy things that you watch or do. Because there's a wide variety of nerds out there, wide variety of nerdy things. So that is coming. I've already set it up with Carrie, who's going to be the first guest back. That we're going to get together this upcoming Monday to record. Then after I record with her, I'm going to get together with Biggie, Gary, DJ, so on and so forth until the very live stream where I'll have Bobby Delegato, the Bobby Delegato, on. Now, how am I going to be like doing this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure when I'll be releasing them. I think I may drop them every Wednesday at like let's say 6 p.m. Eastern. Because like a little earlier, maybe a little earlier than that. Who knows? I may drop them Tuesdays. Not sure. Let me know in the comments down below, like what would be the perfect date that I should be releasing these episodes, or should I be doing them weekly or bi-weekly? but I'm not going to release any of them until I have at least 4 episodes recorded and done and ready to go. So the 4 episodes will be Carrie, Biggie, Gary B, and DJ Lakes. Once I get those all recorded and sit down with them and have a conversation with them and upload them, that's when I'll start putting the videos um, in out, and that whether it be weekly or bi-weekly. I just don't want to put some out and then not be able to record with some people, so I want to stay ahead of the game and that, so I can be like boom 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 live stream and that, because I'll also be dropping, and this one I know a date where I'll be dropping it. I will have a review show be coming out on my channel as well, starting this upcoming Monday. It gives me a little bit more time to set it up, because I'm thinking it's going to be an ongoing show. I'm going to try to push myself to be more active. Like, I'm already pretty active on the internet. Biggie's show 2 to 4, hanging out with Biggie all the time. The review show, the book club on Wednesdays, collector club on Fridays. Sometimes I'm over at Matt Spidey's show. I'm over on Bleeker's channel for church. Pretty active, but I want to be doing more fun stuff, because I feel like I could be doing a lot more on my channel, and some fun stuff that will get me reading more stories, especially indies. I'll get to that in a second, where I can be reviewing them and forcing myself to read some more indies, because I've been really, really DC centric. And I'm going to be dropping a few books. Some of the books in here I will be dropping. I'll be hitting up my shop and asking them if they could drop certain books off my pull list for me, because I need to pay off some DC Finest books, because like I went hog wild on those, and I still have quite a few of those to pay off. I want to get those paid off, and I don't know. I'm falling behind on my reading, so I want to cut back on some of the DC books that I've been picking up, because a lot of them I've been just kind of putting to the side and saying, okay, once it's complete, I'm going to read it. Like Black Canary, and there's another one I can't think of right now, but I've been putting aside books and being like, well, why are you buying them? Why are you buying them? Why are you putting money into them? So, yeah. So I want to do this next show. We're going to be dropping them on Mondays. And I kind of already made an announcement on my channel, a little post, if you guys saw that, where I said I'll be doing a review on a book that I got from Chonko Comics. If you guys don't know who Chonko is, go check out his channel. He sent me a book, and that book is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. So I will be doing the book episodic. So I'll be doing it issue by issue, and that I'll be recording a little bit of the review after I'm done with this recording, um, and I'll be recording issue number 1. And I'm gonna force myself to do it, because I told Chonko I would do it. I would review this. I had it set up in my mind how I'm gonna do this now. That was always the problem. Like, I always, before I even record it, before I do it, I always have to have a plan, even the editing. The editing, I have to have the idea of how I'm going to edit it too. So, like, the whole process, I have to have figured out before I even start recording. And that's my issue. I think overthink way too much sometimes, and then I get in my own way, and then oh no, I'm not that good of a reviewer, and then I start putting myself down, and then I'm like, oh no, got to get myself out of that mindset and be like, dude, you're better than this. You can do this. You've done it before. You can do it again. And that's the same thing with chatting with the comic community. It's nerve wracking, because I'm gonna second guess myself, especially before I meet with Carrie this week or next week, sorry, and sit down with her. And that I'm gonna be really, really nervous, because I haven't really done it in a while. But I will be recording this, and I want to apologize to Chonko for taking so long to review it, and that I will be dropping episode by episode. It'll be issue 1 is this upcoming Monday. Week after, issue 2, eh, onward on forth, until the ending issue, and then I'm going to put out my overall thoughts on that will probably be like a 5-minute video, but I want to continue doing that every Monday. I don't know, just drop it in the morning at 9 p.m. Eastern and stuff. No set time, but I'm going to be dropping them on Monday, and that I want to continue doing that. So, like, first is going to be Beneath the Trees. Going to do all of those issues, and then I'm thinking, I haven't read Bug Wars. There's another highly acclaimed indie title. I think I'll do that. And I'm going to continue doing that. And I'm not going to just, I know I said like it's a way for me to read more indies because like I love indies. I've read a ton of indies. I know I said that it's a way for me to read indies that I haven't read before, but who knows? I may jump in like a Marvel title. Shocking. Marvel title or a DC title, and that into the mix, like a 6-issue story, 7-issue story, even a 12-issue story, and do the episodic thing as well, issue by issue. Be 12 episodes, then a 13th episode for the overall review on the entire book, how it all fits together. Because like that's what I came up with. I was just like, you know what? I want to do issue by issue, but at the end, I want to like kind of be like, okay, how does this all fit together? Did it all come together? Because issue by issue and stuff, sometimes nothing fits or it's a little different. And that with this review for issue 1, you'll see what I mean. Um, so I want to kind of give my overall thoughts of how it all connected together. Did it connect well at the first issue to the last issue and stuff? Because like I said, issue by issue. I'm not going to worry about what happened. But if I'm on issue 3 and I'm reviewing issue 3, I'm not really going to talk about how it connects with issue 2 and stuff. I'm going to just try to focus as hard as it might be because you kind of have to talk about the previous issue. As hard as it will be, I'm going to try to just focus on that issue and then wait for my overall thoughts at the end. I thought that might be good. Let me know if you guys think that's kind of overreaching and stuff, or if I'm overthinking like I usually do. But I thought that might be a good idea. So I got this thanks to Chonko, and I will be reviewing it, Chonko. So don't worry. Do have a plan. Be recording a little bit and stuff here. Just gotta get the nerves out. Get the nerves out and that. So that's coming. So those are 2 shows that will be coming. Chatting with the comic community is coming back, and I'm going to be doing a review show on nothing new. Like it's not going to be like new series that are coming out. Like I guess Beneath the Trees is kind of new, and Bug Wars is new as well. But I will be trying to go for older comics as well. It's more of just kind of pushing myself to do more in in anything and that because like I love talking about comics. Um, I love talking about movies, TV shows, all of that stuff. So I need to push myself to be who I was a couple of years ago and be outlandish, be out there and be like, you know what, this is how I think about this. This is my thoughts on this. I'm gonna tell you guys whether you guys like it or not and stuff. I've been I've been more reserved, as you guys have seen and stuff. Like I guess it might be due to the years, the last year I've had and stuff. Um, really drained me mentally and that. But like yeah, I've been really definitely really reserved in that. Like you don't usually see my face. I'm more like I'm like Cena, guys. Like yeah, you can't see me. And I'm always behind the camera and stuff. And that's not just because like I don't want to be seen. Is most time I'm on my phone, and as you can see, as I'm motioning back and forth and stuff, I can't sit still. I'm not one to sit still in one area. Like I'm in usually in different areas of the room when like I'm on a live stream, especially the 2 to 4. I'm in totally different rooms. Sometimes I'm in the kitchen. Um, I was gonna say, like, sometimes I'm in the bathroom taking a poop. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? And sometimes I'm in my comic room and stuff because I have a whole room dedicated to just my comics and my comic boxes. Sometimes I'm in my room, in my living room here. Like sometimes I'm just all over the place. Sometimes I'm doing laundry, you're just along for the ride. So, or I'm cleaning and stuff. I'm always doing random shit. So that's like more of the reason why I'm behind the screen, and I'm behind the screen now. But like you with my logo in that. So I'm gonna try to be a lot more on screen. Like you'll see me, like I was just on Gary Vee's channel for the 1011. I'm going to try to be more on screen for the book club on Wednesdays. Sorry for that noise you can probably hear in the background. And yeah, I'm going to try to be more on screen for things like I can't promise I'll be on screen for the 2 to 4 and stuff. Like I said, that's at random times and that. So I'm just on my phone and just doing random things. Yeah. But like I said, I want to do more things on my channel. I've the subscribers that are still here, and I appreciate all the subscribers that are here. Um, like I want to start putting out more and more content, not just unboxings and stuff. Like I want to give my thoughts on things. Like I passed on like ending up like freaking trying to um talk about movies I'm excited for. Bailed on that because I was still too reserved to do anything about that. So, but that's pretty much it. That's all the announcements, chatting with the comic community, and little book reviews that I plan on putting out every Monday. Chatting with the comic community is still undecided when it will be releasing, but it will be coming. It's plans are already happening that setting it up with these people, so that's coming. So yeah, those are the announcements. Before we get into the comics, got another thing I want to shout out, and that is something that I've been loving. I've never read the comic book and that, but I did watch the first 2 episodes of Revival. Let me tell you guys, Revival is definitely a fresh of breath air. I know it has to do with characters coming back from the dead, and we've seen it all before and stuff. This is a little different. These are people that are coming back from the dead that seem healthy and that they never died at all, and that they're not zombies, they're not brain eating, but there is a catch. There's always a catch. There has to be, or there would be a show. So I do like the mystery of what's happening because most men, I'm not gonna lie, looking at you guys, most men love mysteries. Can't speak for your women, but like it's very well known that men are, especially in the 30s and 40s, they're into their mysteries. Um, it's just statistics. So it's just that mystery element to it, and wondering what's happening, how is this happening? Because certain people are coming back from the dead that died after a certain date. Anybody before that is dead, dead. They're dead, dead. They're not coming back. And it follows one of the people that have come back from the dead and trying to tell her story as well as her family story. You get the characters and you get the development of these characters, and it's just great. It's just great. I'm not explaining it well. I'm just trying not to spoil anything because I highly recommend everybody go check out this show. It's I like when shows like especially indie comics like get adapted to TV shows. I like that because you get great shows, and it makes me want to go and read the comics. Like I did the same thing with the Umbrella Academy. When the Umbrella Academy came out and stuff, like I went and before the show even ended, went and I read all the comics. Sadly, the comics are not completely done, and they're coming out this summer, coming back the Umbrella Academy. Same thing with Lock and Key. Maybe want to go read the book. So I like when they're adapted and adapted well. That it makes me want to urge me to go read the book. Now, of course, the number one issue is definitely going to be going up in price, but you can still go get trades. It's an Image comic, so the first trade paperback is probably $10, $9, because that's how Image does it. They give you the first volume for cheap. That way you can like kind of dip your toes in it and be like, hey, do I like this book or not? And if you do, sadly, the volume two is going to be a little bit more in price. That's how they did it. I'm not sure if they do that anymore. Hopefully they do. You can go get Revival volume in that for cheap. That's what I plan to do myself. Is go get the volumes in that and read them for myself. For myself. I'm more than one person, guys. I'm more than one person. So I do want to read it, and I highly recommend that everybody go watch the show and let me know what you guys think. Now, the downfall of that show is I feel like it's on a network that I feel like it's not going to do well on the network. I'm not sure if because I don't know how many people watch sci-fi and that if it was on like a bigger network, if it was like Amazon Prime, Netflix, if it was on one of them, maybe it would have like more watchability. Everybody would be able to see it more because like I don't think a lot of people, besides people like speculating on Revival number one, knew that the show was even coming out because there was no promotions and stuff. And then like even me, like I just all of a sudden it was just on, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna check this out. I didn't even know when it was coming out, but it was just on one day. So I feel like that's going to be its downfall. So that's why I'm here doing what I do, even though I don't work for these companies like Boston Chris thinks I do. Go check out Skeleton Crew, by the way. Um, I'm here trying to promote it. Like I don't get any money for it. It's a good show, and I want it to continue going. And I want to talk. It's more of I want to talk to people about it. Like you watch something or read something, and that your first instincts would be like, dude, that was sick, right? Like you want to talk to people about it. You want to have a conversation about how well it was, what scenes you like the most, what do you think is going to happen next. Like that's what I like to do, and that's why I'm just like, guys, you should go check out this because I want to talk to you guys. That's my interior motive is I want you guys to watch it so we can talk about it. That's my interior motive. And will it help the show if you guys go watch it and talk about it and rate it and give good word of mouth? Yeah, it'll help the show. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to talk to you guys about it. So yeah, that's that's it for that. The show is Revival. It's on Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi did drop the very first episode of Revival on YouTube, on their YouTube channel. So if you just go on YouTube, type in Sci-Fi, the SYFY, just so you guys know, and it'll bring you to their YouTube channel. Go check it out, and it'll have Revival episode one. I like when they do that because, like, I know Prime does that sometimes. They'll drop the first episode on their YouTube channel, and that give you a little bit of a taste. And a taste, you're gonna want to come back. And it does show that they're they're definitely think that they're what they're selling is going to bring people back and stuff. So if the show wasn't good, they wouldn't be doing that. Like Prime did it with I forget what I forget what episode it was. I feel like it was Reacher. They were like, "Here's the first episode. Give you a little bit of taste, and you can come back if you like it." 9 times out of 10, people are going to like it because they're very I can't even think of the word right now. They're very they definitely have faith in their project to be like, yeah, we're gonna drop the first episode and people are gonna come back because it's that good. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about. It's the only show I'm gonna talk about. Tell you guys to go watch and stuff. The show that I recommend. I'm the recommender. the villain of today. But without further ado, let's get into what I've gotten from Retro Rocket Comics, and then we'll jump on into here, and you guys can go enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Go watch Ironheart. Ironheart's on tonight. First three episodes and stuff. I'm not sure if anybody's excited for it. I just randomly saw that it's coming back on tonight. I'll be checking it out probably after I finish Andor. But let's get into some comics. All right, so guys, these comics here, these first three were actually thrown in because these weren't on my pull list at all. And that I was thinking about this, but I decided against it due to I'm trying to lower my pull list. And like I said, I'm going to be talking to Chris and Kelly. Great shop. Highly recommend Retro Rocket Comics if you're in Canada and you do not have a shop near you. Definitely check out Retro Rocket Comics. Link to their Instagram, to their website, even their address for their shop in Cambridge, Ontario. I'll list it down below in the description. Go check it out. So they're nice enough to throw in these three books, and I'm definitely going to be checking them out. First up is Supergirl #1. Haven't read it. Definitely going to read it now since I have issue 1. A book that I took off my pull list, and that I did want to put it on there, and sadly I didn't. I like I said, I took it off. So sorry, Matt. Not sorry, but comics are expensive. But Supergirl, gonna read that, and but what I do is I usually trade weight. Like that's what I did with Wonder Woman by Tom King. Another one. I was not planning on picking this up, but like I said, if I own it, I'm gonna end up reading it. And who knows? I may like it, and that because it is written by one of so my favorite writer, excuse me, my favorite writer is Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison is my favorite writer. Right after him, like due to the amount of things I've read by this writer and I've loved, and that is Tom King. So since Tom King is writing this, who is writing Wonder Woman, I may like this. But this is Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman, #1. Beautiful cover there. Be checking that out too. Tom King can never disappoint, in my opinion. All right, next up, looks like it's all out, but this is another one. I didn't get the facsimile for this, and I was kind of regretting it. But they threw it in, and they threw in some cards at the back here. Let's get these cards out real quick. Put these aside. All right, so this is another one. Kind of glad that I got it. Oh no, Crypto thinks I'm playing a game with him. He's fetching back the safe I just left at Town Hall. So this is the facsimile of first appearance of Crypto. And that, you guys know who Crypto is? He's going to be the star of the Superman movie. Not really the star. I think Guy Gardner is going to be a very big standout. I think Mr. Miracle is going to be a good standout as well in the movie. Or not Mr. Miracle, Mr. Terrific, sorry. But yeah, so that's the other book they threw in for free. Let's go check out these cards that they got. All right, we got some cards here. Some Justice League cards, guys. Got 4 more in that, and some of my favorite characters as well. We got Zatanna. I like how we got the stats there as well. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see them. You got Supergirl. It looks like it's the yeah, it's definitely the same face as you can see. Right. Next up, we got Green Arrow. Love me some Green Arrow. And then some Hal Jordan action. Lantern show's coming out, guys. You guys all ready for the Lantern show? I'm excited for everything DC that's coming out, guys. All right. Now, this is a story I didn't think I would enjoy, but I've been enjoying it. I got to catch up a little bit. I think I didn't realize that I didn't read issue 3 until now. But I don't know that much about this character. Um, I know a few of the other characters that are in here, but I've been overly enjoying this. And that is Justice League: The Atom Project #4. This is just a mini series. I think it ends after issue 5. So beautiful cover here. Oh, I love the cover of this one. Upside down. All right. You gotta love the cover of this one just because there's a certain character on here that I really enjoy, but I'm loving Justice League Unlimited right now. Then you got Gorilla Grodd on the cover here. Of course, you got Lex Luthor up there in the background, but this is the We Are Yesterday crossover. I'm excited to finally read this, get into this and that, and see what's going on in this book. Oh yeah, this one right here. There's I shouldn't put those in order. That was issue 7 I just showed. Um, and this is issue 6, and then I have issue 6 again. So I didn't put these in order. I just kind of unboxed them and set them all aside here and stuff as I'm putting them in the box. But so I do buy covers. Like I do cover buy and get variant covers for certain characters for certain like artists and that cover artist. One of the cover artists I always get is Zerg, but I only get um, variant covers of comics I'm picking up. Like if it's in a run I'm picking up, like I'm picking up Justice League Unlimited. Like if it's a cover from like a green, I don't pick up Green Lantern. So if it's from a Green Lantern title and there's a Zerdy cover come out from that, I won't pick it up because I'm not picking up that series. So I hold off and just get it from the series and I'm picking it up from. So this one is from Justice League Unlimited, and I just brought this character's first cameo appearance over on Gary V's channel. I yeah, yep, it's Starfire or not. I forget her name. Like, forgive me. Like I said, I know that's part of like the Green Lantern lore. That's probably why I don't know a lot of her. I do know her. I just can't think of her name right now. But the character that I brought first cameo appearance, I also have her first appearance in comics. I need to get her first cover appearance, but that's Miss Martian right here. Beautiful Zerdy cover. Absolutely love Zerdy. And like, yes, he does women covers, girly covers and stuff. But if you go check out his IG, he does a lot of sketch covers that are really, really cool. He was doing a lot of like Batman the animated series stuff. It's really cool. Go check out Zerdy on Instagram, and you will not be disappointed. Thank me when you do. All right, and like I said, here is issue 6 of Justice League Unlimited. Like I said, I get my comics usually a month at a time. It's been 2 months since I got my comics last, so there's a lot of reading. Like I do have a big stack here of reading to do. So Justice League Unlimited issue #6. And that's why I stopped like reviewing newer comics and stuff because I never get them on time. But like I still pick up newer comics and that, and I still read them. All right, moving on. Let's see. Feel like let's move these around. All right. Yeah. Instead of going 7-6, we'll go 6-7. Another great series. Been really enjoying this one as well. I just can't remember anything that's really happening. I know that they're well, that's a lie. Last thing I remember happening in this book, trying to remember exactly. There's some big things happening, like they're in hell for from the last time I read it, but I'm going to be reading a lot of these tomorrow after book club. But JSA 6, it's another thing. Like I pick up way too many books that I can't even remember half the stuff that happens in each book. So yeah, definitely need to slow down on some of the books I pick up. JSA number 6, but I will be picking up JSA until it's done. But I just need to be focused on more of the books that I absolutely love. We got JSA 7, Great Black. Yeah. All right. Do these quick. We got 23, 24. Okay. Ooh, I just saw what's next. All right. I like this cover. We got Green Arrow issue number 23. I wasn't sure if I was going to continue picking this up or not, but it's been good. It's been good. Like Joshua Williamson was like made this character great. So the initial thing was I think it was going to be like a 12 issue mini, and then it was going to end up to 12 issues. It ended up getting pushed to 18, and then it became an ongoing. So Joshua Williamson really did that, but Condor is yeah, it's Condor now. Condom writing it now. And I love that cover. Look at that. It's fantastic. I do like this. It worried me at first when I first saw it. I thought it was ink like smeared and stuff, but it looks like it's supposed to be part of it. And like as you can see right there, a really cool cover as well. Highly recommend Green Arrow and that. But yeah, I like that how it's like you can kind of see the smoke kind of go up and stuff. I thought it was smeared, but then closer look. All right, now we're getting into some indie titles. Let's see here, 12 and 13. All right, so first off, we got Feral issue number 12. Feral is a great. Yeah, this isn't a variant and stuff, but it's still a good issue in that. Yeah, that's it's it's wild. It's definitely wild. People are saying it's not as good as Stray Dogs. Stray Dogs was like there's more story into this because you continue going onwards and on. Oh wait, gotta check something too. So the story is going further because when you go to Stray Dogs, I think it was like what 6 issues, and then it had like a final story and stuff. This one's a much broader story, and you're dealing with more than one or two characters and stuff, and that you're having more than one or two deaths, and it's crazy because like you're not even just having cats in this that are feral. You're having people that are feral, bears that are feral. It's absolutely crazy. I also like the fact I have to check in the back here. Sorry guys. Have to check. I like that you can do this. Send in pictures of your cats and stuff. And I sent in a picture of my cat Butters, who not recently, almost a year ago, passed away. So first off, I want to show this cover before I go any further. Um, this is cool. Feral 13. Yeah, I like the variant covers for the horror films and stuff. Sadly, this isn't one of them. Distributor didn't send it, so um, they let me know on the back of the thing. That's why I kind of stopped for a second when I was looking at it. So I'm definitely going to be opening this up, see if the cat is in here. The cats, because I did do a picture of my mom's cat too. All right. No, it's not in this one, sadly. Maybe in the next one. Some cute cats, though. Some very cute cats. Very cute kitties. But feral, I would. It's hard to say if it was better than Stray Dogs, like, but I still think it's a more broader of a story. So like, I highly recommend Feral for sure. I wouldn't compare them because they're done by the same creators as well. All right, and let's check this out. We got. Eventually, I'll own the real one of this, but for now, I got the facsimile. Teen Titans, Brave and the Bold, 60. Robin, Wonder Girl, Aqualad, and Kid Flash. I didn't know how, like, this is the first time I'm ever holding, like, this comic in person. Usually it's like, digital. Her eyes are kind of really screwed up, guys. Like, what's going on with that? The definition of crazy eyes. But yeah, very good cover. Definitely be reading this as well. Who knows? I may do reviews on facsimiles of comics as well for first appearances. Who knows what I'll do? Plenty of ideas, plenty of things. I just need to follow through on them and do them. All right. Two comics I've been putting off. I remember I said like I've been putting off a comic and I haven't read any issues of it. This is one of them. Um, and I will be reading it soon whenever it's done. But Black Canary. Black Canary is the one. I haven't read a single one. Tom King again. I'm gonna be reading it all at once. Make a trade. Pretty good cover. Pretty good cover. And I just remembered the next one that I have. I said that I've been putting aside and stuff, and that's Batman: The Long Halloween. Haven't read a single issue out of it, but been picking it up because I do plan on reading it and loved the first Long Halloween, so of course I'm going to be picking this up. All right, and I'm excited to finally be reading these though. I read the first issue back, and now I'm able to read the second issue back, and that's Batman Hush 159. Yeah, I loved it. I know I've been hearing mixed reviews on this series and stuff, but I've been hearing that for the most part it's pretty freaking damn good. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. It's probably the first thing I'm going to be reading out of this pile. Not gonna lie, and yeah, so I'll be able to jump into this 159, and then jump right into Batman 160. And like, I'm not picking up Batman. I'm not picking up Batman, but I put Batman. I've been just pre-ordering Batman A covers and stuff until it's over and stuff. Like, I'm not picking up Batman proper. But when Hush was coming back, I was just like, yes, I love Hush. I have the trade up there. It's yeah, you probably can't see it, but it's up there, and that's Hush 160. You definitely be reading that. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna be getting through more and more of these piles here. Just a sec here. All right. Just gonna kind of go through these a little quicker. And that I talk too long sometimes. We got Aquaman #4. Thanks to Legion of Comics, talked me into picking this up on my pull list. Um, and yeah, I've been actually really enjoying this. I'm not an Aquaman guy. Not an Aquaman guy. Going to be reading the DC Finest here and that to learn more about the character early on, like his first encounter or first time in the comics and stuff, right? His origins and stuff like that. But I've been digging this. Been really digging it. So that's staying on my pull list. All right, what's coming off my pull list? Sadly, and it's due to the price. So it's due to the price. I'm going to be hitting them up in that. But absolute Wonder Woman, great story. But I need to drop these and stuff due to picking up way too much. Like they're $7 an issue for me. Um, it's just too much for me to be picking up all of the absolutes at $7 a piece. Like it all adds up, and um, yeah. So I need to drop the absolute comics due to that, due to the price point being $7 an issue. I can't do it. So sadly, Absolute Wonder Woman is one of the ones that I will be dropping, even though it's been a fantastic series. Um, this one I will be picking up until it's done because it's just a 6 issue mini and stuff. But that's Absolute Martian Manhunter. I haven't read the first issue, but I will be here soon. Um, yeah, absolute. Love the art. I really love the art. Next up, another series I will be dropping as well. Like I said, Absolute projects and stuff. Very, very pricey. $7 an issue. Even that Action Manhunter is $7. But I will be dropping Absolute Batman as well. This is issue number 7, and it's nothing to do with the story. It's just my wallet. I definitely need to be dropping a lot of titles due to the fact that it's just I can't buy them. It's just like it's either buy this comic or buy food. Like, it's one of the two. So I need it's no contest. So sadly I have to drop the Absolute projects and that. Another series been enjoying, and everybody like gives this character a lot of hate and stuff, being like, "Oh, I don't want to." Oh, that seems like it was thrown in. No, I don't know. Because you have to read backwards and stuff. But I was a big fan of the Tana Bring Down the House. I went crazy with the variants. This one, I didn't go that crazy with the variants, but I've been picking it up nonetheless. The Tana, great issue. I think it's going to be 7 issues. Like it's a 7 issue mini, so it'll be dropping after 7 issues. So I'm not too worried about picking this one up. Like this one is what? Yeah, it'll be $4.99 for me. So beautiful covers. Like these A covers are great. I had a problem like the Bring Down the House. Like most of the A covers were just not that great, but these A covers are great. Then we got Zatanna number 4. And then I think I just picked up the first issue of this, and that was it. Because I had to. Love this. Big fan. I read, not read, but like I listen to Rob Servation. That's Rob Liefeld's podcast. Say what you want about Rob. He knows his shit about comics. So I got this. I think I just got the first issue just because I wanted just to get the first issue, and I'm not gonna get the entire run. But it's Youngblood Deluxe #1. So I'm excited to jump into this. I actually have the Youngblood #1 in my collection. Um, Not sure what's going to be the same and what's going to be different with this. All right, next up, I gotta check because I didn't get the first issue of this. I don't know why they're sending me issue #2. I gotta make sure that's not in this pile, but I um I don't think, yeah, I never got the first issue of this. Make sure it's not at the bottom here. Yeah. So this, I never got the first issue, Chris. If you're watching, I will send you a message, buddy. But I never got the first issue of this. Um, and that's we're taking everyone down with us. I know I pre-ordered the comic and stuff, and that it's on my pre-order, but I didn't receive the first issue. So I know, and they're really good guys. They're really good about rectifying that, and they will send me the first issue in my next box. But yeah, I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I don't got the first issue of this, guys, but that's a beautiful cover, and I'm excited to read this. I hear good things. Another good indie title that I may do the reviews on, and that for the comic reviews. Right, yeah. All left here. Let's go through these a little bit quicker. And that I got a little bit of time here. Merry Christmas. All right. We got Titans. Ooh, he's back. Titans issue number 22. He's back. Deathstroke. Ugh. And that I've been really digging what's happening over here and stuff. Yeah, Titans. Everybody's falling off Titans. Titans has really jumped back, story wise and stuff, and it's been really solid lately. And then we got 23. Frig yeah. Organize these a little bit later. Okay, so here we go. Actually, I'll show this one first. We got Superman #1. Had to get this iconic cover. A little screwy with the lag, but Superman #1 best-selling comic. It's actually Superman 233, but good Neil Adams cover here for the facsimile of 233. So moving these more to the bottom. All right, next up, we got the milestone, the 25th issue. This looks, I love this cover. Superman, Summer of Superman, Superman 25. Love the cover. Love the little thing down there. Perry White wins. Perry White wins. And you get the mech suit, Lex Luthor mech suit. Frig yeah. All right. Now, frig man, I've got a ton left. This is what I mean, guys. Like, this is a ton of comics, and I'm still going. So, got the Superman Unlimited. Pumped to read the first issue of that. This, not a fan. Like, I know everybody's like was a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the A cover, but I'm excited to show the other covers. But Superman Unlimited, pumped to read this. This is the issue I will be reading. This cover of the A cover. I'll be reading this one. But I had to get some of the other covers. Had to get Frank Quietly cover. Love Frank Quietly, especially when he works with Grant. But had to get that. Also, had to get this one. This one's sick. Like, this one's so good, so freaking good. But I also had to get this one. I thought this was cool. I was like, yeah, I have to get it. But yeah. I had to get the James Gunn, David Cornsweet variant as well for Superman Unlimited. And then the cover that is sweeping everybody away, and I finally got it, Summer of Superman Special #1. Look at that. I got it. Everybody's showing off theirs, and I still didn't have mine, and I was like, I have it, but I just don't have it. That's the shitty thing about owning, or like buying comics online and stuff. Like, I've owned certain comics for a certain period of time. Like, I own the first Parasite. I just don't have it on hand. And stuff. Like, I own it. It's coming. It's going to be here. But yeah, yes, so sexy, so freaking sexy. All right. Next up, another series. Another series I've read the first 5 issues, but I took a break on reading them. I really want to get back to it because it's like it's the only Spawn series I've been picking up, and that I've taken a break on picking up like indies and stuff for the most part. But this series I'm picking up because these two characters are fantastic. That's Sam and Twitch, issue number 12. Who's this written by? McFarlane. Not a great writer, but oh. And then we got issue number 13. Maybe that's on its way still. All right. Sorry, yes. Um, Next up, I think this is the last issue. Yeah, end of the line. And it's been a solid read. But this is the last issue of The Question All Along the Watchtower. Highly recommend this. Um, like you get characters you wouldn't think would be in this, but it's all taking place on the Watchtower. It's connecting with Justice League Unlimited. It's connecting with the Atom Project. Um, yeah, it's connecting with quite a few things. And also Cyborg Superman shows up in this, guys. Highly recommend The Question All Along the Watchtower. All right, and we got four left. Oh, see this. I'll show this one. This kind of ended up at the bottom here, but I already showed off one of them. I think it was issue 6. Justice League: The Atom Project, From the Shadows, Inferno Strikes. Great cover. All right, and here we go. 2 series. I know Paul in the 619 is gonna like this. He's a great. I like that cover. Another series that I've been falling behind on, need to catch up on. And this is another series. I think it's lasting 12 issues, and then it'll be done. But this is The New Gods, issue number 5, Justice League Unlimited crossover, and issue number 6. That's Run, The Black Racer. Dude, I was not gonna lie. I was gonna do a video like unknown DC characters or like very random DC characters, and Black Racer was gonna be one of them, just because of his name. And then last but not least, because I got 2 trades here to show, Metamorpho, the Element Man. I think this is the last issue. The last issue is 5 issues and stuff. Everybody's thinking Metamorpho just ends. No, Metamorpho had 5 issues and then it ended. But yeah, Metamorpho number 5. And that's the last of the comics I have to show. That was a lot to get through. Got through. So last thing I gotta show is these 2 compendiums. Show them side by side. What came out first? Yeah, side by side, 2 compendiums. We'll start with this one here. We got the Doom Patrol. Able to read a lot more of the Doom Patrol. I'm super excited to do so. So yeah, Doom Patrol. You just see all of the covers in the back here. The art inside. Pumped to be reading that. I'm really glad that it's Doom Patrol and Teen Titans. Judas Contract. Yes. Look at that. Fantastic. As most of you know, I do collect a lot of the new Teen Titans, a lot of the Titans in general, and that I will still be doing that, even though I have this to read. Look at the colors on that. Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I went a little bit longer than I expected. This is a pre-recorded. You guys will see this hopefully tonight. Do a little bit of editing, and then boom, you guys will see it. And that is what I got from Retro Rocket Comics. That's the big announcement news. It's what I'm watching, what I recommend. So that's it, guys. That's all I have to say for today. And hopefully I will see you guys back tomorrow over on Biggie Shack's channel for book club. We are doing Daredevil or Hitler versus Daredevil or Daredevil versus Hitler. I haven't read it yet. I will be reading it tonight, probably while this is premiering. So tune in for that. That was Comic Collector Geek's pick. My pick for next week will be Identity Crisis #2. I'm going to continue that story with the guys. And then I will be over on Matt Likes Comics channel July 2nd. He'll be interviewing me, so definitely check him out. Go subscribe to him. Go view his content. See if you like it. If you like it, go subscribe. If you don't, then don't. Make your own choices. But yeah, other than that, go get your tickets for Superman.